guys, and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we'll be looking at one of the new 2014 LEGO sets, and it is this one here, the V-Wing Starfighter. Before we go into the basics of the set, we'll take a look at the box that it comes in. So as you can see, its ages recommended are 7 to 12. It is set number 75039. It is 201 pieces, although it doesn't say it on here. I've looked online, and it retails here in the UK at $19.99. As you can see, it includes the new spring-loaded shooter, and there are two minifigures: the V-Wing pilot and an astromech droid. If you come down here, we have action scenes where it can be used in, and features the set has. Of course, there's an action scene of it approaching what looks like Coruscant. And then there's of course the ship docked with the trooper and the astromech droid. So now we'll take a look at the instruction manual. You only get one of these, and you have details on the figure, and the whole thing is 60 pages worth of building. Usually 3 of the missiles are included. Now, the thing that they've seemed to have removed for 2014, which is a shame, was the checklist of minifigures they usually had between these 2 pages, as now it doesn't seem to be here anymore, as they did it last year in 2013. And as you can see as well, there were numbered bags. So now we'll have a look at the minifigures, the 2 you get. We'll start by looking at the clone trooper. This is a slightly updated version of the 2010 clone trooper, released in the Emperor Palpatine's shuttle set. The update really being is that they've faded the armour a bit and changed the colour of the arms and legs from light blue, as seen here, to grey. But the helmets are exactly the same, pretty much, removable just like that. You get the plain clone face. It's quite good they included this, because you never actually see clones a bit like this in the movies, because you actually see their faces full on screen in Revenge of the Sith. And also they have the parachute, which I think is that's on his back for if he ejects from the ship. So now we'll look at the droid. It is a red astromech, kind of like R4P17, but just slightly different. Of course, the idea of this figure is pretty much every other astromech droid. The red, the swivelly legs. Also, I do like the attention to detail that's been made now compared to before, and it just makes the figure look great. So now we'll go into the basics of the ship. So you have space in the cockpit here for the clone pilot to sit in. I just forgot to mention there, it comes with this little blaster. So you can just sit in there. There's quite a lot of stickers to use on this set. You got ones across here, like some of them are quite big, cause like this whole bit here, apart from the red stripe, that's all one sticker. And then you got 2 across here on the pad, and then the cover bit there, which is the end, uses the end of the cockpit. Now yeah, this fold-outable point for the droid. As you can see, there is only space for the head there, so you have to remove it off this astromech droid, which I might have to finish at downfall. So you sort of get the good spinny point for it, so you can like turn the head whilst in flight mode. While that's turned like that. And of course the V-wing can be in 2 modes. It can also be in landing mode, where you turn the wings like that. And there's also a landing platform, so it can stand easily when it's on the ground. Now, the real reason I kind of got this set was because I already had the Emperor Palpatine shuttle, as I showed you with Captain Kargi there. And I knew that at Revenge of the Sith, 2 of these flanked the shuttle when it lands back on Coruscant. And I just thought, because I'd also built an operating tail for Darth Vader out of Lego, I kind of just got thought in my mind to maybe try and get one of these as well, and then I can have like a full walkway with a landing pad. Like I can have like a landing platform for the shuttle, and then for one of these to go behind it, and then just a sort of walkway with the droids in the medical room waiting to operate on Vader. It's kind of a clever idea I got from that. So yeah, that'll be a wrap up of this awesomely brilliant Lego set. Just before I finish, I'll mention the shooting missiles that kind of replace the flick fire missiles. These have so much power on them, they're easy to lose, so I'm just going to put my finger there. Oh, fire again. As it goes, it's got like that bit at the end, holds it in, and like even the slightest jolt can just set the thing off. It goes miles due to the spring that's located, got my finger covering it, within there. There's a big spring which can just shoot it at the slightest touch. I did mention this as well at the end of my Anakin's Jedi Interceptor 2014 as well, because that had the same thing. So that was my viewing. Starfighter. The only bit I'm finding a bit weird is this lowered down bit, as it's not really level with the bottom. Well, it kind of is, but it's flat on the ground. I just didn't see the point in this little bit, because you just had these holding it on, and then this when it came down. What I had kind of noticed is that this goes the wrong way, because if you see Revenge of the Sith, the wings actually fold forward, so the guns are facing down, and not this bit here. So I think Lego made a little mistake there, but it doesn't really matter. It'll kind of stand up better that way anyway. So that is my V-wing review.